Kai do be like that sometimes, though. Kai do be like that. I know, well, to be honest, I mean, he's so excited to play Rust. But he's got a lot of other games, you know? So, like, you know. IRL's a big thing. IRL's tough. How's it going at where you are? I know that, Trex, I believe he is a state lower than you. In a place that has states and not provinces, but whatevs. And they're getting royally screwed by weather. So I know you, Mr. Money, have been talking about. Now we're getting pretty. I think he just likes to suffer. Yeah, well, who doesn't? For the most part, weather here has been bearable. But I stepped outside, And like, it's thick. It's really thick out there. It's not as hot, I think, as it could be. It's not as over the top. 40 for 2 days. We weren't too terrible, but we had a feels like. And then our city sits in a valley. Like we're at the bottom of a bowl, and then I'm at one of the low points of that bowl in my city. So I just sort of sit in it. Ow. So that's kind of the way it's been. 20s at 2 a.m. when you leave for work. Oh, you work night? I didn't know you worked at night. Damn. I did night stuff, but I started earlier than 2 a.m. I always started at like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., that sort of thing. When I worked overnights and it was consistent, steady overnights. There was no chance. There was no shifts today or anything like that. I flipped AM and PM, and legit, midnight was noon. So it was kind of like a crazy world that I got to live in, and like actually, your brain stirs just a bit much. Whoa! What is going on? How is it, Osama? What's happening? We're talking about if you work midnights, what the weird stuff it can possibly do. But yeah, I worked overnights at 2.5 jobs. Because one of the jobs I worked till 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning? Who wants 4 in the morning? Having a good time. We're having a good time, Osama. Just chilling. How you been? We are playing a fun little side game, which, does this load properly today? No, it just pops in, so does, yeah, the timer is okay. It's gonna look cool the next time. For some reason, the first time the animation doesn't go, but whatevs. So, wait, is it this battlefield? Yeah, so if anybody happens to have any units, feel free to drop. I should put a command on this side. Doing good, man, just on the, the Call of Duty grind, yeah, indeed. What was the other game you play? I can't remember. Yeah, good times. We're gonna have a nice chill lo-fi stream, you know. Far Cry. I'm so excited for 6. I've got a backlog of story games right now because we play story games 2 nights a week, and it's not enough to blaze through. Like it takes me approximately anywhere from 10 to 15 nights to finish a story game these days. But that's at 2 per week. That's like months to complete a game. So I get a bit of a backlog. I'm jealous for the streamers who get to play just absolute butt tons of games on stream. Like 5 to 8 hours. You can complete so many story games, and there are brilliant amounts of story games out there. Almost a year? Nice. I actually just threw the followage account. That's not an account. That's a command. Just recently, because I think it's worth. I'm getting a couple of folk from, like, you know, days of yore showing up and kind of like, I'm like, what was I playing when you were? Like, it's so awesome. I love it. I'm trying to pick. I did a tally the other day. We've played. Look at the ban. What are you doing, Mike? We played 29 titles, and that was that was months ago when I tallied that. But that's how many playlists I have on, on YouTube. So, like, that's a butt ton of games. And that's the first person I ever followed on Twitch. Are you serious? Oh. This just grew 3 sizes and then exploded. That's phenomenal. I love that. Well, hey, Twitch is a fan-friggin-tastic place, and I'm glad to be here for you. And I'm glad to have been your first. Does this in my preview? My shirt's doing a lot of weird things with stripes. Probably just because the preview's all scaled down, but it looked really weird for a minute. That was kind of like jittery off to the side there. There's my moderator, Murder Walrus. I was like the 2nd or 3rd channel, I think, that he don't mind me just bumping pups. You leave pups out of this, you leave pups out of this. Murder Walrus this is like his second or third channel he ever came to. Shortly after, we're all like modding and buddies and all kinds of good stuff. That's enough of the Stream Raider screen, I guess. We've got a little bit of Raft. We got a little bit of Raft. I think settings are already audio is nope for music. We got some good lo-fi going on tonight, so that's kind of the best thing. Nobody can join. This is my Raft. You lost your dabbing cat? Oh, your dabbing cat was so great. Oh, see you soon, Osama. See you soon. Damn. Dabcat was awesome. Dabcat was awesome. We added a bunch of new emotes to Discord. Am I sitting low today? I can't tell what's going on with the cam. I added a whole bunch of new Kirby emotes. Keldon added essentially. But I don't have them here yet. I'm gonna maybe take a look and see if we can swap some stuff out in better Twitch TV. Is this game really loud right now? That sounded like it was loud when we came in. Well, let's see. Let's go like do stuff. All right. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. That doesn't sound too bad. Well, welcome to the Raft. You're gonna bop pups on my stream, you? So they added really, really hilarious inspirational quotes. Good things come to those who float. Seize the day. Raft, sweet raft. There's another one inside. So like this is just a hilarious raft now that it's all covered in interesting things. I also have anemones. We have anemones on the boat. For example, we have a little grow up. You gotta have a grow up. We're growing melons, but still, I have fantastic melons. This is my bedroom. It has a bathroom in it. Not really a bathroom, but a room that you would bathe. This is for bathing. For example. And then you end up in the ceiling for a sec. There we go. Yeah, I think it needs a higher ceiling than what I give it. That's okay. That's okay. This is my personal grow up. I currently don't have anything in my personal grow up, but then there's my bookshelf. Look at how awesome this is. I've been on this raft for 166 days. Don't know why the world is messed up, but there's my globe. There's my globe. There's like no land on it. I think that's supposed to be Africa. I mean, it kind of looks like it. So, you know, the world's a little bit not nice, but we're just gonna listen to cool lo-fi and use the best shitter on the raft. It's amazing because, like, I was allowed to put whatever I wanted in here. So, kudos to the Raft team for letting me have a roll of tickets, some interesting signs, a nice picture of a shark busting through my raft. What up, Bruce? Books. Right? And a prickly pear. IRL, these things are nasty, by the way. They have terrible barbs. Not what you want in your bathroom. Also, I'm curious why my tunes have skipped a handful, yo. We'll try this, hold on. I just dropped the quality a little bit. We don't necessarily need 1080p music. Don't make me pop bob. Bop, 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 bop. So yeah. This is pretty cool. Oh, I forgot you can have a sign down here. I don't need to have this sign. And there used to be 2 chests here, that's why this one's askew. But yeah, so like, we're just gonna improve the raft. I'm gonna paint like stripe. If you notice the doorways connect. They all connect. So we're gonna paint a bunch of like areas and stuff. This is my paint mixer. It's water powered. What? That's amazing. And then the second floor, this is going to eventually be farmland. This is my apiary. We got to go and pick up the honeycombs and plant more flowers. So that this one I think only gives me 2 honeycomb, but if we plant lots more flowers around it. You're literally bathing in your sweat. Jeebas. One of the things I saw was that somebody had a cup that was dripping a single drop of water onto their fan, and the fan was of course misting their apartment. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to add humidity to that heat. That's probably not better. But then this, there's my goat. Yeah, the fiery that you've got, that is not cool. I'm wondering, what up, goat? We can like walk around, carry my goat, you know, anytime that we want. We also should probably feed my goat. Yeah, try like freezing bags of water, right? And then putting that in a tray and putting your fan in front of it. That might actually work, you know? And your freezer's just sitting there not doing much. I assume you have a freezer? Tell me you have a freezer. It's not like you can just stand there with your freezer, but... Do I want to put a second set of stairs right here? I kind of like being able to get up to this area nice and quick. This area... Oh, was that... The shark can attack my boat, but maybe he can't? Okay. I fortified it. Shouldn't be able to attack my boat. Anyway, we're gonna go try to get an alpaca to live into this area. But there's a bunch of things that we need. It's getting cooler now, but having to be up at 1 a.m. might get 2 hours of sleep. Yeah, that is ridiculous. Like, yeah, the only things I can think of are the, creating a tent out of your sheet and throwing a fan in front of that, or placing a block of ice. And like, if you freeze a Ziploc bag and 4 of them, then that way you can rotate them out. That shouldn't be too bad for you. Okay, so let's go. I also maybe want to move the computer thingy. This is my navigation beast. But maybe if I put it right here, then that's where I steer. And then right behind us is my navigation dealie, but instead I run way over here. I mean, I got a nice little lounger I can sit in if I want. But... Don't have sheets to... Well, I mean, use the one that you got, right? I mean, even if it's just the one that you've just got mattress and then you've got your, you know... It's in an emergency. I'll have to take out the bodies I have on ice. Rotate the heads. Bring the head... That smells bad. Don't do that. Okay, so... Oh, we're close to an island. Let's go that way. That might be too severe. Oh, beauty. I might flatten these things. Initially, I liked them. They look interesting from the inside. Oh, I'm all kinds of thirsty. Hold on. Booyah. We gotta make sure that we've got, okay, we're doing okay here. Make sure we attend to the survival aspect of this game. Eat up some drumstick. Yeah, I definitely don't want falling heads. I definitely feel for you, because my, the apartment... So this apartment that my wife and I live in and 2 ago are made by the same company, and they make concrete filing boxes for humans. Like right out of Fight Club. 9-inch thick concrete walls, no issues. But the place we lived in between was legit like living in a wooden roller coaster. And I lived in a similar place in Toronto. I've talked about the Toronto place a few times, where I was on the top floor at the back. And so that was not cool. Yeet, 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 yeet. We do not need this stuff. Yeet. Whoa, that's... Oh, all of that ended up in the... Okay, all of that ended up in the traps. We do not need you. Anyway, I was apartment 36 out of 36 apartments. And so I lived at the back of a 4-story walk-up. It was the furthest thing from the front door. And it was hot. But also thin walls. Like, my neighbors smoked, so I might as well smoke myself. You know, you could just smell it coming straight through. I didn't miss my island, did I? I'm not really paying attention, I just sail. Anyway, the trick I have, sort of, is twin-dough fans. No, okay, yeah, we're still heading there. We can now just go kind of like... bear true. I think we should be good. So fucking itchy, just feeling the sweat beating down every part of you, like one of those... So, yeah, you've got the feeling of, like, the humidity in the air and the stickiness is huge, but it's also hot enough that it's not, like it's actually evaporating, and it's leaving with you your sweat. It's a terrible feeling. Nobody likes that. I'm super sorry, buddy. That's terrible. Yeah. They recommend something that somebody had mentioned. There was a Twitter thread that somebody had pointed out that if you're living somewhere and you're below a certain poverty level where you don't live in a place that just has natural anemones or that sort of stuff, here are some tricks. And one person was like, my grandmother swore by these. And so it's one of those sorts of things that of like, if somebody's like super old grandmother is willing to pass on the things that they did back when there was barely electricity, have at. But one of them was a cloth back of the head. All the way like your neck. Just like a nice cold cloth. Because you can trade that out at the sink. And you can keep it cold. And it's one of the areas that you get a lot of blood circulation. On account of your brain and all. Good, sir. What's going on, Sage? What's going on? Oh, can we see it? Is that my island over there? Hold on. We'll go this way. Ooh, good stuff. We kind of look like we're going on an angle here. Yeah, we're going on a little bit of an angle. Maybe we will move the boat. There. Done. There we go. Okay, island coming up. Good stuff. What up, Bruce? Oh, posture check indeed. I've been doing these all day. It's been feeling good. Oh, nice. Nicely. Oh. I'm trying to see if I can get the sternum to crack, and you guys will hear this like super loud, deep punk noise as my as my chest decides to do some crack on stream. Oh, that gets the circulation going. Thank you. Your points are delicious. Been trying, but I can't move one arm just yet. Oh, what's up? What's got your one arm not moving? I feel like we've talked recently about this, but I had a crazy day, hence the lo-fi and the raft. I was gonna guess your vaccine. My parents had like barely any reaction. Same thing with my in-laws. Like they were legit just like, oh yeah, it was no big deal. Okay, good to know. Do you have a mix and match vaccine? I know a bunch of people that's their bag. I'm cool with it either way. I don't really care. But I'm finding out. I like to check. I like to ask the questions. Boosh. Cutlery. Oh, I forgot. We can make a kitchen. Yes, we can make a kitchen. Also, big box. Beautiful. You got me upside down, flippy and frosty and blurry. Okay, I'm super proud that the snowflakes also go upside down. I'm super pleased with that that it all goes upside down. Yeah, you get pain and that's just your body that has an issue, any amount of inflammation, so it doesn't help out that today was, oh, yeah. Oh, and you're a FIMO kid. Hey, I wonder, cause like, did you get Pfizer first, so that's why it's FIMO? I'm curious. See, you could have been a Moser. That's awesome. and then these effects peel off as fast as you place them in. So if you drop one every 30 seconds. I tested this out. So good. Should have been close to a hoser. That's just it. We can start branding this nonsense. It's fantastic. Honeycomb goes to the back. look at all this honeycomb. Oh, 24 of them? Oh, yeah. Let's make some honey. Boom, 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 boom. That is beautiful. Oh, yes. Hydrate. Drink it like you mean it. I actually was 7 seconds late to stream today because I had no crystal chai. What are we doing? Oh, that was a glorious chug. Hail hydrate. Which actually, if I'm not mistaken, I was hoping. Oh, I love that. I was hoping that it was gonna. It should be able to pick up the word drank fool, but it doesn't. Like it doesn't pick it up the way that Wedge will say his name. That's actually there's a stream elements command that turns a keyword into a command. You don't need to use the exclamation. Wait a minute. We should have reached our island by now. Oh, it's like over there? Where's our wind? Can we get to it? Yeah, okay. Swing it. Let's see what we can do. Drink it like you just took it from a baby. Babies have surprisingly strong grip. I don't know if you knew that. Alright, let's see. Can we be heading towards it again? Yeah! Sage, I'm glad you and I were here the day that we figured out that this is where that's where the boat's going. That just made it so much better. Ever since then, I don't have any issues navigating to things. I just kind of passed the island because I was, I don't know, hydrating or something. I don't know if I have. I was gonna see if I had one of my kids' cups here. He still drinks out of a toddler cup, but it's kind of convenient because he's also clumsy. But it's a brilliant item. So fun thing about my oh no, back on there, rotate back. We don't want to just be spinning here. There we go. Fun thing about my my vaccine. My wife scheduled them. So my wife went to the website, she did the thing, and she scheduled both of our shots. But she started with mine because she wanted my vaccination first. I'm the one that does all the going out of the house stuff. And so, you know, that's cool. But the site kind of had a bit of a meltdown and it didn't really like it. So it stopped refreshing after a little bit and she had to start all over. So then when she started all over, she finally got through, got me a thingy, put in my cell phone number for confirmation. I even got a text before she told me, I think. Like, it was all well and done. Things are great. She then books hers, and hers goes smoothly. Hers was like maybe an hour later she booked it, and everything went through just nice and smoothly. No big deal. 2 days before my appointment, I get a phone call. 2 days before, and they're like, yo, you missed your appointment. And I'm like, what do you mean I missed my appointment? My appointment's in 2 days. They're like, no, your appointment was 45 minutes ago. Can you come? I'm like, I will be there right now. And I went and I got it, and I got them to cancel it. But because of that, I can't book online right now. And because of a lot of other cluster of racks, their lines are very, very busy. So my wife already has her second shot moved up. She's getting it July 25th instead of September. So hold on here. I heard some talk about a player built their raft above 4 blocks so it was hovering over the water. Or maybe they just built it straight up. You can build them straight up. Did I? I passed it again, didn't I? I thought we were heading straight to the thing. Oh no, wait a minute, it's still coming. Oh, we don't have wind. We don't have wind. The sail is up, but the wind's going the other way. Okay, so here's what you gotta do. Boosh! Let's get some engines in here. Hold on, there's 4 of them and there we go. This is gonna take some serious... So the game is really interesting for its mechanics. You have to have a beam every 2 blocks. If I take this beam out, we lose all of the things above here. So there is structure. You can't just have things hanging off. Like, I know some games will let you just hang crap right off. But from there, you could build it like way out. I have in custom mode, I have one that's like 15 stories tall, but it's only about 4 wide. I should show that off actually, because it's really funny looking. Are we gonna go? We're good, aren't we? It's not a very big island though. I was kind of expecting it to be blip on the map worthy. Blip on the map doesn't really show you what up. Also, where's my gauge? Oh, beauty. We've got tons of biofuel. Okay. Up and over. Nicely. Nicely. I've seen a super raft that takes almost 10 minutes to go from one end to the other. Like a staggering amount of raft. Actually, hold on. Let's try you. This way. No. Wait. This way. And then maybe like this way. Yeah, that's good enough. Ride true. Okay. We want to slightly pass the island. I'll show you why in a sec. Boosh. Is that going? It is. And then we gotta go see, and then the engines can't work because we're anchored. Perfect. Alright, where? Oh, here. There we go. Woo! Stop using fuel. So this is more of a start yacht than a raft. Pretty much. Yeah, cause like you can build for a while. Each of those engines, and it even says it on the sides of one of them. Oof. Where is it? Can we see it over here? Oh no, it's like, okay, it's inside there. Anyway, on the panel right there where that little lever is, it says one engine is good for 100 of these. Don't know if it counts these ones, but I think it just counts 100 of these. So once you have like 101, you need a second engine. So I put in 4, and it takes 3 of them to get my boat moving. So I have at least 200 plus, but not 300 plus. So far, my raft isn't too bad. Dub, what is going on, yo? And then just in time for the stream raider, well that, oh cool, that does pause it. How's it going? How's it going, buddy? How you been? You've been doing some great stuff with your music things lately, haven't you? Dum-ba-da-dum-dum. All right, me and Parker, we're gonna see if we can get wrecked. Let's maybe curse those guys, and we'll start battle. We're gonna use some retry tokens tonight, everybody. It usually takes me a battle or 5 to get our group going, but there we go. Our poor units are going to their doom. There we go, and wait for it. Well, it takes them a while to take the tank down. That's kind of good to know. We got rushed. Rip. That's all right. We got some coin out of it too. We'll keep playing. It's the first one on this map. Oh, I guess no. We might as well start a new map then, right? Don't use a restart token if it's the first one on your map. Oh yeah. All right, let's give this another whack. Put you right up front. There we go. Home. Boom, boom. Yeah, we've had a couple of nights in the raiders that we didn't quite get, but wow, last night, what did we have? 22 unique people putting in units. I mean, that's okay. That's definitely okay. I expect kind of on a Monday, more of a chill night, to get a little bit less folk coming on in with the raiders. Your units were a disappointment. Your units were awesome. Your units were fine. You've got some nice units. To be fair, when I play with my viewer account, I do great. When I play with Wedge of the Freaks viewer account, it's like my highest level is 6. Maybe. That's embarrassing. I have to, because like, Edge of the Freak plays a butt ton of this game. But when Wedge of the Freak shows up and he's placing like level 2 archers down and whatever, and you're scratching your head going, really, buddy? So, yeah, there's an alright chance that people might see the name and be like, oh yeah, wait a minute, Wedge of the Freak? Are we getting the discount version? I'm not necessarily suggesting... I have pretty much the same captains that I've had for ages, though. We're gonna snooze. And then hope we get some daylight. Oh yeah, we also have some paintings. I kind of forgot that we've got some other paintings. I have no idea who these people are. I want to guess it's the dev team. I want to hope it's the dev team. So I mentioned we want to park just off the island. Below us is treasure, but also a shark. So I'm going to scour the island for cool stuff, and then we're going to park on the other side of the island, and then we'll dive. But we gotta go see. And so at this point, we might need to have to go back for my net gun. If we see an alpaca, we gotta get it. Oh, jeez. And I don't know... Get that. I don't know if we can farm pigs. I heard that as we're gonna sneeze and hopefully get some daylight. Oh! we might be sneezing. Oh, we could get a chicken. That's okay. I might be good on my apiary. I don't know if I need to expand that just yet. I might as well grab the bees anyway. It's not like they expire. Oh, big pig. 2 of them. That's not cool. Come here, you. These are like straight up Winnie the Pooh bees. I know that not everybody in the chat has kids or whatnot, but these are straight up Winnie the Pooh bees. They do a great job of making Winnie the Pooh bees. Beautiful. And I'm super sorry, giant pig, but you are excellent meat, and I do not think that we can farm you, but I want chickens because I want eggs. Poobies. It's 100% true. And I swear to you, there's like 6 recipes in the whole game. I keep getting the same ones. So we go... Yeah, fish stew? Yeah, we've got fish stew. Get out of here. We need none of that. I do eat shark, it's just that it's kind of... Bruce is a little bit... He doesn't seem it, but Bruce is a bit tough to kill. Now... Salmon salad? There's an awesome chance I don't have it. I have 1 salmon recipe. So we'll have to see if that's the one. Oh, hi. There's Big Pig again. Of course, when they... Enemies just sit there, there's an alright chance. Farming is a bit easier. Not to mention, I get all of my arrows back. And that's okay. Like, even if you just loot the pig, you get all your arrows back, so that's alright. Do we make room for a chicken today, guys? Part of the problem is that I need an island that has dirt, and that comes from caves. Mubi, what is going on, you? How is it? Oh, we're coming in. How you doing today? How you doing today? Monday, so you're enjoying the very end of your wonderful shift? Am I close? Ooh. It's not gonna pop off, is he? Oh, wait, I got him already. Okay. Hold on. Let's get my arrow back. Woo! An hour left. Yeah, that's usually where you're at when you come on in, is 1 or 2 hours left in your day. will pop me up and listen to the sweet sounds of lo-fi and me going ooh to all the cool things in Raft. Also, I don't normally have this playlist up, so I hope the music is okay. Like, I hope you guys can even hear it. And I hope that, I hope it's not too loud if you can. I have, like, moderate control of it. I have to have Windows volume mixer up so I can nerf Google's volume. Chrome's volume. That's alright, though. So essentially, what's funny about this game is that the shark only follows the raft. The game is centered around the raft. And I believe that if I go too far from my raft, it has to be really far, but if I go too far from my raft, it disappears. Partly, I think, so that if you want to, you can ditch your raft and make a new one. But what we're doing just now is just gathering up some materials so we can make our raft really nice. I want to make sure we get to some painting because I've got the mats for that, but I'm excited to also get farming going. We have a goat. I can carry it. It's amazing. Who doesn't want to just carry your goat? What I'm worried about though is that I don't have a way of feeding my chicken. I don't know if that matters. Anyway, the thing that we get from pufferfish that I just shot 3 arrows at to kill a pufferfish. Yeah, that's great. They're resilient. They get me the net launcher ammo that I can use to fetch that chicken. And I just got a Steam achievement for picking up a lot of bees. This is a great game. This is a fun game. I do not need you, so can I have pineapples? And then, of course, fruit. Who doesn't love fruit? We're gonna go make some fruit. Actually, I think I even have a recipe for... No, I can't even carry stuff. Why do I keep picking things up? It's because we grabbed all of the boxes on the island, too. Alright, let's return home for a bit. And we might have to come back for a chicken. Onto the boat. Alright. So I have like 20 boxes I keep stuff in. And when you show up here, you have to put all the things in specific spots. So this is so that I can make biofuel for the game has so many little constructs. But in order to power my engines, I have to add honey and a whole bunch of fruit to the machine, and it drips out a bunch of biofuel, like liquid gasoline that I would use on these things. And this one needs some, so let's grab up some biofuels. I think it takes 4. Yeah, okay. So this is great. This is what we're using all of our honey for. We're gonna build another apiary. I don't even... Were there flowers up there? We might be going back for flowers. Good times, peeps. Good times. Not a lot of watermelon seeds, though. Okay, almost ready to go back and pick out the rest of the things from there. I don't think we're gonna bother diving again, though. We've got a lot of... Every island has scrap and things, so like there's no big deal. There's no rush to that. Fish stew, shark dinner. Yeah, I think this is a new pattern. I like turning them a little bit. Sweet. Salmon salad. That's really cool. It's nice having recipes. It fills out the kitchen nicely. This looks really cool. That's not too bad. And then I've got a bunch of the things. My fruit compote. My vegetable soup. We'll eat another thing. Yeah, let's keep that health up. So we're gonna go get some more flowers from the island. So we can plant more. So we can have better honey. And so we can paint my boat. Goals. Absolute goals. I don't think this island has flowers. I think it's a desert flower. Or a desert biome we're in right now. We gotta find small islands for that. Okay, we're gonna go fetch. We're gonna go fetch that chicken, because I think that's funny to go fetch that chicken. Zero bites from the shark so far. That's kind of okay. Can't go wrong with 0 bites from the shark. Canisters. Can you go punch Bruce the shark in his face? I can shoot him with an arrow. He did not like that. Now I will say Bruce once came through my boat and attacked me on the way by. Because if you notice, like, sometimes like if I stand right here, I don't know if it'll do it, but I've actually gone underwater while in the middle of my boat. I mean, it was a huge storm. But yeah, every once in a while, Bruce clips out and yeah, doesn't, rides the boat. It's fantastic. If you notice, that's why I always come to this end, jump, and then swim. Because if Bruce is nearby, it's a little bit targeted. Just a little bit targeted. I have not caught a chicken before. I do not know what this is going to entail, but these things are fast. Did I mention that they're fast? I didn't see where it went. Catching the goat was awesome because it just ran right at me. I wonder if I just wait, will it return? Or are they always freaked out? I also love the fork on the front of this thing. That's what I use to tell what I'm doing. Where am I aiming this? Maybe we're not getting a chicken today, guys. I guess I might as well use a shot and find out. Nope, didn't get that one. Beauty. Okay. That was worth it. If you're curious, I believe, yes, we can swim with the chicken. I do not know if Bruce will be able to take it. Get up. We have a chicken. We are going to bring this guy into this area, and then we're going to stop carrying you. Wow. Hey, that's okay. Will you guys live together? Because, like, there's nothing better than carrying your goat. Just gonna say. But there's grass on this side. So, chicken buddy, can you guys live together? Are you buddies? I mean, I don't know. I also, I don't know if I have to feed them the same thing, but this is literally what, like, if I, where is it? Add water, get grass, feed animals. That's math. That's just absolute math. Anyway. I was building separate pens. Jeebus, I wonder how many animals we can stack. Also, I'll point out that I had no pen when I brought the goat onto the island, and I just went, well, or onto the raft. So I just put him up here. And it wandered around for a little bit. Then I built the pen, and I put the goat in the pen. And about maybe 2 minutes goes by, and I'm like, where the heck fire is my goat? And then I look over the side, and it's doggy paddling back here. And I'm like, dude, no, there's a shark. Far be it from me, but you know. So yeah, I've got all this upper space that I haven't really done much with, and all of this lower space I haven't done much with. Like, my raft seems like it's not very big, but I've got literal boat tons of space. Anyway, we need an island that has proper dirt. So let's see if we can plot a course somewhere cool. We actually, I think, need to go up to 1712 right now. Alright, let's try something. This way. Can we turn? I know we're touching an island, but can we turn? We gotta turn quite a bit. Maybe like, whoa, where are you going? Go back to the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, that's... I apparently cannot. Yeah, we're technically going towards it. Wait, which where? It's 1600, but down that way? Oh, okay. This way. It's hard to see without there being any debris in the water how much you're turning your boat. You can see why I want to move this thing. Hey, there we go. Now if we can just go true. Sage, are we getting weather? I've seen 2 flashes out the corner, and I've either got a stalker or Ma Nature's throwing a fit. Are we getting electrical storms? I know you're a titch further from me, but... Lightning. Well, with the patio door, the double patio that... I mean, small explosions, aka fireworks, you know. Walked out and went to the store to grab chocolate in it. There you go. There you go. Small island? Don't think... Oh, but you're gonna have flowers. Can we just, like, alley-oop and we'll head over there? Because, like, technically, wind, that's where you want to go. Good stuff. So what do we got? Sage, do you have any Stream Raiders units out tonight? I think it might be a little too chill of an evening for a Raiders party. I think tonight we might not have quite as many units to grab. I was floored. Last night we even took out the boss of the map. That was really cool. 3 nights ago, we did not take out the boss. We came very close. But it was just a lot too much. But I couldn't believe we had 71 units placed last night. I think that might be the most I've had. That's really cool. I like that once in a while we get these zany moments, you know? Alright. Make sure I can hear him! Oh yeah, and then it's super mean, but... Whoa. There's a reason that we have the bird nests. This is half my food. I don't really fish anymore. I fish occasionally. But I get enough boar meat. Occasionally I get enough boar meat. But I get enough seagull. We dine on fowl. Oh, don't let that go. There we go. Those boxes is awesome. Yeah, that's more lightning. It's really bright too. We need to put you away and you away. Hold on. Up. We need to be able to kind of like bunk with the island. Can you just go straight over? What do you think? Can you go be buddies with that thing? Gold star. Drop anchor. Perfectly done. Coop! Haha, buddy, what is up? What is up? How is things? One of the busiest folk I know in the biz. How's been? Not a whole lot, just got home. Chill, man, chill. Get your chill. Relax. Hang out on an island with me. Epic Musketeer Treks, buddy. Dude, thank you. Whoa, up. Oddly, my person can wall ride. I don't really know what's up with that. Ah, there we go. Oh, you were at Icicles all weekend. Yes, indeed. That's awesome. That is awesome. Buddy, how was? What do we get here? Another rug. I thought I had that rug. We're fetching all the cosmetics if we can. Touched her butt, picked up some vinyls from new player. Sick stuff, buddy. That's the kind of report I like to hear. That is really cool. It was good to get away, wasn't it? It was good to get away. That's how we'll say it. It was really good to get away. You know what's neat? I can't pick mangoes. You have to cut the whole tree down. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna take a mango. Yoink, up by the roots it goes. I mean, kind of the same for coconut trees, but they're big, right? I can't really just go on out to the edge of a coconut tree and be like, I'm gonna have this. And without me axe, I'm mango-less today. Oh yeah. No black seeds? Come on. What's wrong with you? No, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm super glad you had a good time. What else don't we need? Let's go yeet, yeet, yeet. I think everything else is cool. We came here for the flowers, so. And then I like this. He can't jump back, so they make you dive into the water. Don't hit your raft. beauty. Alright, let's plant some flowers. Well, let's just put 3 white flowers, just for fun. I don't have too many white flowers up here. Well, I guess I got an alright number. What am I lacking? Do we not have reds? Alright, let's maybe make sure we put down a red flower. Let's get some color in these bees' lives. Black seed, because I like the black flowers. They're nice. Yeah, we'll put a single white flower down with that guy. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Saps? Saps, yo. How is it going? What is going on, you? What is going on? At Saps. Oh, good times, good times. You were playing Oblivion? You were playing Oblivion, are you kidding? That is awesome. Bunny Bun, thank you so much for the hype, you. Oh, that's a really nice avatar you've got. That's cute. How you been? How you been? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for sharing your folk. Playing a little bit of chill Raft tonight. Got some lo-fi. Just a boat on the ocean. Hanging out by a little tiny island. Oh, we left some flowers up there. What are we even doing? Picked up Ozzy's Greatest Hits, an acoustic EP from Stone Sour, Panic at the Disco's Death of a Bachelor, RIP. Fleetwood Mac's Greatest Hits. Oh, love the Flamac. Oh, and Florence and the Machine. Yeah. That's epic, yo. That's amazing. Playing Oblivion till it crashed. Yeah, that's Bethesda. They're good that way, aren't they? They're good that way. Did you have a fun time? Was your stream nice? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I've not played much Oblivion. I'm one of those idiots that refers to all Elder Scrolls games as their Skyrim number. So I'm super excited for Skyrim 6. Your music taste is just yes. Speaking of, do you like the band Yes? No, that's dope, you. That's dope. 2 honeycomb. Okay, now we're hoping that with mature flowers, this one gives us a bunch more honeycomb. Apiary's doing nice. Me and Bun got some Faz in before playing. Nice, nice, nice. I heard that Thursday is going to be an awesome night. I'm gonna get my Faz on. I'm gonna get my Faz on. Fragile is one of the greatest albums of all times. I love it. Yes, that is great. I like your taste so far. Like Koopa, I wish you were around back in the throw caution to the wind and let DMCA just do whatever kind of days. Because we used to play some seriously fun stuff. And it would have been really cool to have had your input. We had some good folk. We had some good folk. Be ready for chaos. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. That yeah, all kinds of fun. That's gonna be great. I was mentioning to Bunny Bun that I've had an all right amount of like spooky games, but a few of the ones that should be considered like better tier kind of didn't land with me. So it's not too bad, not too bad. I don't think I'll be too spooked. But we'll see. We'll see. For now, let's find out if we can rate. Trex, buddy, let's see. Koopa, let's ride. I'm gonna make us fast as a whole group. No, hold on. Let's curse these guys just in case. We'll try for it. We got our butts royally kicked just a little tiny bit ago. Units were not enough. There goes some death. There goes some swift death. I'm eating your potions, Trex. Real sorry. They're having a tough time with the tank again, though. Maybe if I can kill one of these things, then we'll get a better salvage chest out of it. It's a little sluggish. A little bit sluggish. We spam this cheese to bring victories. Alright, we got a little tiny bit more dollary dues out of it this time. I think last time it was like $7. It's also the first point on the map. However, I will point out, we're also far in the adventure. So, there's that. We'll try this goodness thing. Oh, they're all on one side, though. They're all on one side, and then they've kind of given us half as many. They're like, you're not doing as much. Maybe we should discuss this in depth. Anyway, thank everyone for the units that you've brought in the past and tonight, and regardless, thank you for your time. You and me both. Pretzel Rocks ska section could be better. I've not checked out. So when we first took on Pretzel Rocks, we listened to a little tiny bit of the different sections, and they were just getting up steam. So I have not checked out much other than their EDM. EDM has kind of been all I've done. No, I don't even think. Yeah, we haven't even tried rock or anything like that. These guys are all good. Okay. So I wouldn't mind. Like I think as time goes on, these guys are really good to their artists. So it's kind of a nice show. All right, so we got our flowers for the apiary. We still need to hit, where is it? Blue Island, which is in front of us. Done. Wind isn't too bad. Let's move you to this way. Way anchor. Onward. Bye-bye, little island. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having... Oh, love the drank fool. Hail hydrate. Hail hydrate. We're enjoying another crystal chai latte with 0% dairy. The funny in that is that I used to drink so much of chai lattes on stream that it became a bit of a known thing, and then I haven't been to Costco in like 2 months, so we don't have any more. So that's my chai. That's my latte. But water, nature's fruit juice, really helps me a lot more than chai does. I like the dairy though, don't get me wrong. I really like the dairy aspect of it. I don't get a lot of calcium in my day. I had a lot of allergies as a kid, and they kind of persisted to me eating poorly as an adult. You know, that sort of thing. So I don't have a lot of calcium sources, so I gotta do better. I gotta do better. Okay, I know that's where the wind's going, but can we maybe kind of ride sideways with the wind? Ultimately, we got to be curving a little tiny bit more that way. So you're working on some stuff? You know, some local bands you're thinking about trying to get going that will link their band camps and stuff for some free advertise? A buddy of mine knows coding skills, so hopefully fingers crossed. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty cool. There's a dude I follow on Twitter. He used to work for Stream Elements, and then through no animosity just said, I need to be elsewhere. So he quit, and he's just been... like for almost 6 months, this is before the pandemic, for almost 6 months, did whatever, had a great time. And I'm just like, I want to follow your life. This is great. But then they eventually discovered their love for indie games and then started this nice little promotion company where they talked with indie dev companies about some of the challenges in being an indie development company and what sort of things. And highlighting and getting your name out there, some of the hardest things and whatnot. So like I now see probably 2 or 3 tweets a week with not just games, but contests, free keys, all kinds of endeavors coming out. And I think it's just so cool because this was somebody that was putting in great time with Stream Elements. And I remember them saying stuff like, I never even go live. But whenever I do, I'm so stressed, so the way that you guys can just push the go live button and do stuff really impresses me. And it was like awesome that they were inspired by and interested in this interesting world that is Twitch. But then they were just like, I feel stagnant. I gotta go do other things. And I'm like, look at you do other things. So Koopa, like, I'm not a goals person. I don't normally have aspirations. This is like an awesome thing that I'm doing, and I've got lots of plans for it, but I don't dream big like you right now. You know, like you've had so many awesome plans since I've known you, and it's really cool to see. It's inspiring, buddy. It's inspiring. I got a chicken and a goat. That's pretty much what I've got going on. Have I shown you my chicken and my goat? Check this guy out. How do you not just love this goat? Or this fantastic chicken? These are the things that I have going on. He's the goatest goat. I absolutely adore those horns. The little milk symbol is because I can make some chèvre if I want. I personally choose to let my goat just have their milk. There's evil in that chicken. That chicken has seen things. That's a nice little island. What do we think? I need an island with a cave on it so we can get some dirt. It's one of the rarest things behind those eyes. Realize. You should realize. Oh, I like that. Oh, and you're leaving me eggs too, aren't you? You left me one before, I think. Oh, there we go. Are they rolling around my boat? My chicken is straight up giving me eggs. This is awesome. I have a recipe. Hold on, going to the kitchen. Hold on, I'm not just going to the kitchen. I'm going to the best kitchen on the raft. But straight on up. Fish stew. That takes an egg. Mushroom omelet. That takes an egg. That takes 2 eggs. So we gotta get more chickens up in here. I think... Where do we keep stuff? Yeah, I don't have very many eggs. Those and silver algae are the most expensive things I have. Oh, we don't want to miss this island. Hold on, what am I doing? What am I doing? Who's driving this thing? Okay. Okay, not the most exciting island. Mangoes and crap. Nah, maybe we'll skip it. I need dirt. I need lots of dirt. Partly, I want more evil chickens. No, we'll keep you there. Let's go around this island. Okay. Partly, the issue, check it. This is my wind thingy. It points the direction we're supposed to go. And my island is over there. And I don't want to turn on the engines. We can turn on the engines. I don't want to turn on the engines. You can hear my goats and my chickens. This is fantastic. Ugh. Maybe I have to. Like, we're not too far off. We're technically getting closer to it. No, we're still only getting 2 from this one. We're getting 3 from this guy. I don't really need, but it's nice to have. Yeah, so much honeycomb. It's really nice. Honey, throw in some watermelons. Everybody's good. So how's everybody out there tonight? How's it going out there? Has anybody played any fun games? I installed Dauntless again. We're gonna check out Dauntless. Hey, what up, Bruce? And we're talking about getting some offline Overwatch going. Like off stream, I should say. I think we have to do... Yeah. Let's turn our boat. And we'll go like to about here. I want that crate. Maybe? Dang. Alright, never mind. And then we're gonna turn on the engines. I like that I have engines, but I use wind power as much as I can. Obvious reasons that it takes me forever to turn on my engines. There we go. There's a machine part I don't have to turn on all the engines. Ooh, there we go. We just go true. We'll be good. I might end up picking up a new deck to do some live mixing on here when you're moving with Icicle. Ooh. I used to have a brilliant one, but it got destroyed over the neglect of your ma. Don't know that I already have so many irons in the fire. Well, that's just it. Right? You have so many things going on. And, like, to be fair, I shoot for consistency. If I can't do something, like, with a certain amount of expertise, I legit backburner it. Whereas what I'm inspired by are the people that can juggle half routines for a long time. Wait, oh, we left you on? Don't do that. So, like, you need to slow the frick down in some regards. Yeah, like, you probably have the urgency to slow down, and I have the urgency to go, am I even doing enough? And so, like, it's awesome, because, like, I feel like that knowing people that live in the fast lane really help me, but then I'm pretty sure that when they hang out with me and they see that I can enjoy life in the slow lane, they're like, okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can slow down a little bit, that sort of stuff. So it's good to know, like, all the peeps. It's good to know all the peeps. But I like all your projects, man. You seem to have, like, good stuff going on. Let's go get more flowers. We'll just plant them a bunch of blue for now. No diversity. Make better honey. One for me, one for the bees. Oh. There's a streamer a buddy of mine watches that she does... Hold on. There we go. Oh, another painting. She does DJ work. She spins decks and the whole bit. And it looks really cool. It looks like a really nifty way to entertain. I'm pretty sure she does, I want to say house, which would be a style of music I think I'd be able to get behind as a DJ. Okay, all the palm leaves, all the plastic. So that's why if you see me on the edge of my boat, just going, yeet, yeet, get out of here. Ah. Rotate. Try you on for a bit. Miss it a lot. It was your outlet. Indeed, indeed. Especially mix up some jokes. Oh, buddy. That sounds phenomenal. I've actually got an IRL friend that has a set of decks. And it's absolutely not his main. It's not his main. But when he spins, you can tell he goes into his own. That it's really good cathartic mental work for his brain. And he's an artist. He paints. He's definitely got a creative outlet that works for him. But also dabbles in things like Blender and other really cool things. So it's quite nice. But to see the man get on the decks and just rock a good beat is kind of impressive. It's really sweet. I like it. Oh, hey, where am I? Oh, no. I wanted to eat you. Did we scare them all away? You'll get some crops in a sec. Wow, you legit just leave eggs everywhere. I have to have buckets in order to deal with the milk from this one. Which isn't too bad. I should maybe just start cooking with milk. Maybe if we just started cooking with milk. But I currently have 2 buckets. Fish stew uses 1. And you can also use them for Oh, that also uses an egg though. But you can also use milk for biofuel, so I wasn't just sure what I wanted to do with it. Randomly dropping Rick rolls, especially hilarious. Yeah. When you, oh, that's well done. I feel like this place has, I don't know which part of it, and then those birds, we can see them from here. They're the worst. I did not want to come back here. This place is terrible. I speak so kindly of it, but we'll see. Swap around. Let's go see if we can catch at least one of these. Oh, no, not even close. Get to the end. No skills today. No skills to pay the bills. Okay. Pull up to the marina. There we go. My favorite was turned down for what? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's drop anchor. Oh, we already hit the side. Excellent. Hold on. I gotta kill the engines. Easier to do in the daytime. There we go. Whew. And you see, I'm glad to see the DJs trolling the crowd compilations on YouTube when the build-up is over and you drop into that drum beat. That would be amazing. That is amazing. I remember a DJ friend of mine from back in the day. He played a club he didn't like for a production company that he didn't like. They were known to be kind of shady, but he was also a little bit assertive himself. So as he's going on, he sees them leave the club, and he's like, oh, like you did this on purpose. And it was like, so he was mad, but as a good entertainer, didn't take it on his crowd. So he just starts to spin the best set, and honestly, got a really good crowd going. Played like kind of an okay time slot, nothing major, but got a good crowd going. This was a hype DJ. Played like Dutch hardcore and stuff. Really well done. But 10 minutes to the end of his set, the arrogant other DJ, very much part of this crew, set this party up, rolls up to him and says, I get last spin. Like, I get the last track. And that's kind of a dick move in the industry, because like, this is my buddy's moment to shine. This is his, like, he wants to do this awesome thing, right? So he plays this song that is just an aggro fest, and it gets the crowd going, but there's nothing to follow it. There's nothing to follow it. It's one of my favorite tracks. It is bustin'. It is a loud and like a like it was a driving intense beat, and then he just left the disc. He just like kept going. He was like, screw this, it's not even my equipment, and just bounced and left that rolling. So it's the kind of thing that sometimes when you're in the industry and you know that you're gonna get snowed, it's like you almost already have these plans. It's really crappy that you already have that, but all right. I don't know if this has a cave on it. I thought I remembered it having one. Maybe we wall ride around? Taking notes. So like it absolutely sucked, because like he was, as he was telling me the story, right, he had a grin on his face because he knew there was an ending that I was gonna like. But it's like one of those, like, this is what I had to do, and it's like, oh man. So that super sucks. But at the same time, the industry talks, and after enough time went by, that production company wasn't able to book gigs anymore. They'd burned too many things. So it'd be the kind of thing that you'd have three 3 gigs on any particular weekend. None of them are too particular great, but then you'd notice, ooh, one of them isn't them. So eventually, you know, you get your good. I felt like maybe up on top somewhere. This place is really, really big. And once the birds notice you're here, they dive bomb you constantly. Oh, shoot. Has one of them got me now? Oh, there. They throw rocks at you. The birds throw rocks at you. And it hurts. It's not nice. But once they've found you, they do not stop. It actually gets kind of fun. I never planned on doing it professionally, but I think it's funny to cock these people. See, like, can I... Yeah, that's right, buddy. I played Hanzo in Overwatch. You can stop anytime. I don't get my arrows back when I shoot the birds, though. Anyway. I've never really successfully hit them more than a few times, and I think it takes like 4 arrows. You're a Mercy main? I'm usually. Once in a while when I feel like I've got a skill or 5. I have rarely and occasionally been able to do awesome as Hanzo. Rarely and occasionally. What system do you play on? They actually, so it's a container town, but you hide indoors, you hear the screech, you hear the rock drop, and then you go to the next house. Right? Right. That's how you defeat the birds. You hide. You mother king hide. Yeah, we've circumnavigated pretty much this place. I don't feel like... Oh, that's a cooked drumstick. There we go. Mercy main, that is awesome. Or are you trolling? Are you doing a Reddit thing? You do okay as Roadhog? You're a pest to play as Tracer, that's amazing. And Defense, you're a Bastion, which you haven't played in ages. I'm actually a silver border in that game, but I've never played competitive. I don't play competitive anything. Surprised? Yeah. See, they'll dive bomb the boat till we can't see the island. So where are we going now? Oh, nowhere. Let's just go. Let's just go where the wind takes us. And stay inside so the birds don't get me. I only play EDH competitively, but that's just with friends. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, where does this want us to go? Up. Oh, shoot, that way? Alright, I'll bite. You better not be able to hurt my goat or my chicken. I will stay here and ruin every single one of the birds here if I discover that they can do that. I will end all bird life on this planet if they can take out my goat and my chicken. Although maybe I'm supposed to put a roof over them to prevent that nonsense from happening. Oh, gee, they got me that time. Got me that time. It's a bot. It legit picks up a rock and comes right to me. Drops it off like it's prime delivery. And then there's regular seagulls, so like the shadowing is just, it gets you. And there's nowhere to go. Bunny, already Edge going to bed? Gotta get up tomorrow early for work. Yeah, you do the early thing, don't you? That's bunk, gotta stop that. Thanks so much for coming in. Thanks so much for coming in. And the offer to play Phasmophobia with me for the first time. That'll be really cool. I'm doing that off stream with some peeps on Thursday. Bunny Bun, of course. And I wanna maybe find out if that's a fun game. But I also hear it's wiggy to play on your own, so let's have that. Okay, let's rotate. Ow! Let's rotate smoothly. It doesn't take a lot of my health. It's just annoying. So good night. Have an excellent sleep, and hope to see you nice and soon. This way. and then hide, because I think birds are coming. You get used to the timing. This is my third time back to this island, and I've actually been all proper over it. And it's as fun as it sounds. Alright, we're gonna cruise for a little bit. We still have buddies, right? Like, look at them! Both of you guys? Okay, going in. There it is. Love it. Let's get some food in us. There we go. Back on the ocean. And until we can't see the island at all, we are going to be dive bombed by birds. Whoa! That one got me. It's just terrible. Just terrible. I'll point out the dev company knows, because they even put out a tweet that said, "Which is your least favorite enemy to fight in our game, and why is it the bird?" That's mean. You know you coded a monster, stop it. Yeet, yeet. Yeet. Oh. I'm not actually throwing that overboard, am I? Yeet. 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 Back in. Not trying to entice birds, but I want to go grab all my... Ouch. I want to go grab all my stuff. Man. You know you coded a monster. It's true. There was only 2 enemies in this game that I had a tough time with. And the puffer fish was oddly the other one. But you need to kill puffer fish to get explosive powder. I don't get it. But somewhere I have one of their heads. Yeah, and you can mount them. They're funny. Like the way that I've got the shark heads mounted. I should put yeah, I should put a fish head up over here. Do I have a frame? Where do I keep stuff? I had a thing of boat supplies. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's up here. You just stuff things in weird places. Oh, it's not even up there. Never mind. Alright, then maybe we'll just make one. Trophy board. Possibly needs to be a small one. Or a medium one. There. Yes. Yes. I'll point out that the other thing you can do is wear one. Is that... Now you can't see it. Is there a way to emote in this game? Does anybody know? Is there a settings, controls, emotes? Mirror? I don't know what mirror does. I shouldn't have pushed that button a whole bunch. Alright, I still don't understand stream raiders, but I placed my battle dudes. Oh, excellent, excellent. Let me take a look. Oh, holy given her. Yeah, you did. That's kind of amazing, buddy. That's kind of amazing. These guys are all level 1 as well. So, like, the way... We'll pause the game so we don't get waves while we chat. You get to place a unit every 5 minutes. Cooldowns are accordingly, so a common unit like an archer you can place every 10 minutes, i.e. you can place 3 per battle. Then there's like the uncommon, rare, legendary, and they're all like legendary units you can place every 4 hours. That's That's kind of over the top, but there's not very many of them anyway. At the 30-minute mark, such as, I will boost us with haste, and this part you can't watch in your client, you must watch here. Offline stream raiders is a thing, so people won't even be in stream, but they'll definitely place units. And then we ride, and I just sit back and watch too. It's pretty cool. I don't know if there's battle sound effects, but I know there's battle music that I turn off because we typically have our own. And then you watch as the skulls pile up, because these things are rad. They're level 1, but jeebs. I'm doing okay. Nope, that was enough of that. And we've gotten throttled again. Downtown. F to pay respects to our fallen allies. And then everybody can have some money. And we'll try this again. And it's also the very first one of these maps. We've done several though, so that's why they're so tough. Maybe we'll... I don't want to do this path because I want the blue chest if we can make it there. The other night we had 22 unique users. Oh yeah, they're nerfing us. Now we've only got 2 here. Okay, how about this? I will place a paladin, so we've at least got a minor bit of heals going on for that. There we go. There we are. And we'll go to town. We will go to town. We'll see what we can do. So these guys, like, they're nice. They're nice and low level. There's only 2 of them. There are like some of these ones. This one here, charge into thick vegetation. One of them, things come in as they go. The enemies are revealed over time. Yeah, waiting to ambush, hidden within the pockets. Those ones are tough because, like, you'll see 3 dudes that you're fighting, and then you're up against like 30 by the end of it. It's a thing. Anyway, it's a delightful little passive thing. If it's something that you enjoy lots of, you can play it on your phone in your spare time. I have a 4-year-old, so I can't do stuff with volume or he goes, "What's that?" all day. So I can play Stream Raiders all day. But I also fully understand if it's not for everyone. Our own Mike, for example, he played himself out for a round. It's easy to do. So we're just now boating, I think. I guess there's something over there. We gotta find a big enough island that it'll come with. It'll come with, basically there's a cave on one of the bigger islands, and that has piles of dirt that you need to use a shovel to dig up with. It's gotta be the most rare resource in the game that you need. But I want to be able to provide, yeah, grass for my kids here. So that I can have eggs made. This is awesome. I also just scared away one of the seagulls. That's my good eating. So yeah, Koopa, thanks so much for placing battle dudes. As they gain in level, you'll gain like bonus stuff. We have so many planks now. Oh, I should get building. While we sail. Can't place them there. Can I place a corner one? Ooh. Oh, that looks okay. Will I be able to place one here? Yeah, but that's a little too close. We don't want that. Well, that's not too bad. Oh. Hi. Can we don't want to put it right in our face. Thank you. Not right in the face. Not right in the face. It can't help itself. It loves it right in the face. Alright, that looks at least a little... I get a bit more cover. Saps, yo. Heading out for the night. Good night. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you so much. And thanks for coming in. Thanks for bringing your peeps, sorry. And thank you. And we'll chat on Thursday. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out. Too small. Booyah. Well, chill night achieved. I think this has been really good. I haven't yet painted my boat, which is something I really wanted to do, but maybe that's what we'll start doing right now. And we got a table? Wow. Rugs. Oh, we did get a really big circular rug. That's kind of cool. And book piles. We got an additional book pile. That's okay. Tableware, yes, we got cutlery. I've placed mugs just all around my raft. That's 2 of them. I think there might be one upstairs. Oh, fire basket. I've not made one of these. Oh, that's cool. That's gonna be awesome at night. Can we make another one of those and maybe we put it up here somewhere? No, we don't have the scrap for it, but one of them like right here could look really cute. That is not bad. Okay, let's get our paint out. I don't even know how to do this. Let's grab all of the different colors of paint that we own. And then we'll go pick up my paintbrush. Which is a bunch of feathers just clamped together. That's a maze. Ooh, right. So we can do patterns, primary and secondary. So like, for example, what color do we want the little path? I was literally just gonna paint my boat stream colors and go red, black, and gray. And just kind of accordingly. None of these look like that there's gonna be a grayscale available though. Oh wait, there we go, gray. Oh, color pick. Right, okay. No, yeah, color pick. If you've painted something already. Wow. Oh, this is cool. It takes a lot of paint. That takes a lot of paint to do, though. We need a lot more flowers. We need a lot more flowers. And then I love that you can paint patterns. So like if you do that, oh, I don't think I have the paint for it. So let's do just white for a sec. Oh, and then I'm only doing one color, so the pattern won't matter. And then, oh, they did a good job on this. They did a good job on this. The cosmetics for this are very nice. Okay, can we head towards that island? We need more flowers for sure, and those green trees tell me that that's the right place for it. Go for it. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Go for it. Okay. Woo! Decoration packages. These get me cosmetics. Like a monstera. Oh, that's beautiful. All of the plants, including the cacti, are just made out of palm leaves, which is funny. Like this long on the ocean, and you get good at sculpting palm leaves into anything. It doesn't look like it has a lot of flowers, but it might have enough. How far can we go? Oh, like almost to get to it. Maybe? Yes. Skill shot in those things is kind of fun. Weigh anchor. Beautiful stuff. Rise. Rise with the tide. Close enough. I don't want the shark to get me. Oh, I don't have any space. Flower Island indeed, but no space. There's our shark. Alright, let's drop the paint off again. For now. And I guess while we're here, we ran out of black paint, right? While we're here, let's make a whole bunch of new paint. That's a lot of black paint we're about to make. Okay, so it's water powered, so we'll have to make sure we're moving when we do that. We're full up on planks. Boy, howdy. I guess I wouldn't mind making another box for planks. Shoot. Because, like, each one of these essentially gets mostly full. Rope is about the only thing that doesn't. We can make rope. I guess we'll start storing planks over here now. Alright, good stuff. Yeet. And then we Skyrim our way up to the top. And pick all the rest. Like when you find a flower island, right? Oh, hi. When you find a flower island, make sure to yeet yourself off of it. There's only so much Skyrimming you can do. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. I think that was all of our flowers. But you got a Skyrim up here to find out. Oh boy. That's a good size raft we've got. Look at that thing. That's monstrous. I actually was considering taking a few a few rows right off the front. Did we get up there? I don't feel like we did. Is that... Oh no, okay, that's just the other half. Okay. And I want that watermelon seed. Oh! Yeah, we can have that watermelon seed. Gotta punk the watermelons too. We're not just half-assing this. Floosh. Ooh, that's most of my raft underwater. Okay. Can I get a honey? Thanks. Ooh, I need that biofuel. Come back. Come back. Thank you. That stuff's expensive. Don't do that to me. Alright, let's get moving, because this doesn't have the cave we're after. And we got all the flowers. And we'll see where we can go. Not bad. Alright, let's go around a few folk here. This should be not too shabs. There we go. There we go. High seas indeed. So yeah, I've mentioned this a handful of times. But when I get to stream daytime, which we're creeping up on, it's happening. It's gonna be a thing. We're gonna be able to play some games at night. And that's gonna be really cool. And so, oh, jeebas. So some of those games are gonna be games like Overwatch. We're also gonna do. I'm play testing some Phasmophobia soon, so I think that will also be very cool. But things like Deep Rock, Among Us, Dauntless has come up. Few times actually. So we've got some pretty cool ideas coming along. Coming down the pipe. And so I'm going to be playing Phasmophobia this Thursday to play test it. I don't know if Friday we're going to do Overwatch or not. We might. So Koopa, I half mentioned it for you. If you're within earshot at the moment, you say you haven't played in ages, but if you can spare a night off to muck about with some plebs, we're honestly not too bad for it. That's okay, I zone out all the time. What are we called? What are we called? Always bad, sometimes good? I suck ass, but I'm down. Well, I think that's kind of half the point. I didn't catch which, what platform do you play on? Are you PC or do you play on a console? Do you play on Switch? But yeah, I kind of love that they, I don't know if you heard, but they cracked open crossplay. We can't do competitive. I'm totally cool with that. But, I have 2 IRL friends. One plays on Xbox, one plays on PlayStation, and I play on PC. You picked it up on PC too? It's not cross-save. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Because you link your battle.net now. It'd be really cool if you could swap between your Xbox and PC. Like, just because if you wanted to. If it's more convenient for you to play on your Xbox, right? But what I'm picturing that I'm going to do is I'll make sure, because like when I'm streaming during the day, I'm going to have my nights free. But I'm not going to want to burn out by streaming all day and playing games all night. I've got a family. I've got like aspirations, shit to do. But that's why we're going to schedule it. We're going to make sure that it's like calendarized and other stuff. I have a couple of groups that we already successfully do this with, so it's pretty cool. And then it won't be hard and fast, right? Because I know that Overwatch is a 6v6 game. So if we get 5 people, we'll have to pick folk up. And if we get 7 people, then maybe we play You know, because we're all going to be in the same Discord. But we can play workshop games, stuff like that instead. So I think it can be a pretty fun time. I think it's going to be all right. Nope. Oh, hey. No, that's okay. That's okay. That's good. Bye. That's cute. Okay, those guys will get caught. That's good. Oh, hold on. We're just chaining all of the different islands. We're hoping to be able to get... I have to go... Oh, yeah, I have to go against the grain. That's no good. Have you ever played Dauntless? Do you play Among Us? Do other folk out there do these? So as of current, I don't play too many. I'm not a big fan of multiplayer on Twitch. As it is, don't know if you've noticed, I'm already a little bit scatterbrained. Thank you for the frost. Thank you for the frost. I picture that you and Icicle could really enjoy the ice cold cam. But yeah, I've tried doing it a few times, but the divided attention is a bit much. So, and like, yeah, like you've got a good, like you guys have an entertaining banter. And I think that's a good rapport to have. And I know a couple of people, like my buddy Alpha Ruse. He does first person, and he does pickup group. Like he grabs people from the stream, and throws them in if he's doing like Fortnite, Call of Duty, things like that. Not if he's playing like Tarkov, because you know he takes the game a little more serious. That game's got some strategy to it. But yeah, like you know some folk. But for me, it just doesn't. It doesn't have the same. I don't have the same flow for it. So I appreciate. I know a bunch of folk that do. But I think that what I'd prefer, and probably our first night playing Discord games together, you'll get it. I'm a different person when I'm not in the public eye. Walrus thought it was really funny. I kind of swear like a sailor in comparison to when I'm here. For some reason, this gets my customer service side out. Wow, that's a lot of nonsense just in there. Jeebs. Yeet, 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 yeet. Yeah, we definitely need another box for blanks. Grab me a hinge. So yeah, I think I'm gonna really like doing offline games, or off-stream games, I mean. September, October, November, whenever we get to start that. Yeah, we'll just call this additional plank. So I know we were keeping it, was it just in the scrap? Okay. Gold star. Yeah, my most recent adventure to streaming with friends was a couple of IRL folk that I've known for like 20 years. Oh, a shelf? We're gonna open an IKEA. So it was really cool. I liked that. They were kind of just in the background. But I know at one point people were like, "Oh, I can't really hear the people that you're hanging out with." But they weren't like, we were just having conversation whenever conversation came up. Ooh, we could totally make an IKEA bookshelf. We have nowhere to put it. Oh, and we're making all the paint. That's a lot of paint. 120. Oh boy. Let's place a bunch of white flour now and we'll get all of the gray going. If we can here. Oh yes, that's awesome. We'll get that going. Epic tank. Yes. Your tank, my pally, this will be grand. Hey, there's our 3 honeycomb from each now. That's perfect. And I suppose I could be exchanging some of the flowers that are up here. I've got lots of seeds. Exchange them just a few at a time so we don't lose out. Okay. I like this. Let's go get some white ink. This is super cool. Ink? Did I call it ink? I called it ink, didn't I? It's not ink. Yeah. Oh, it's only one flower that gets you a ton, though. Oh, yeah, we're gonna do okay. Vibing to the music, taking bong rips. It is definitely bong rip music. I'm glad you're enjoying, man. Lo-Fi Girl has been, I've been putting it on during the daytime. Just hanging out, me and my boy. I really like it. I think it's cool. Okay. Let's get some... Well, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you're enjoying. I'm glad you're enjoying. I felt like that Lo-Fi Girl gave us a bit more of a consistency that that I wanted. That takes 6. Oh, that's awesome. How do I do just... Oh, that's just red. Oh, that's cool. Making a wish list for vinyls. So I want some vinyl... so Icicle doesn't have to guess what I want. That sounds pretty cool. Wow. We can do a lot more than just painting the floor here. But I think for now, I'd like to just get some basic paints put in place. This is super neat. There. Now my kitchen area is taken care of. Make the staircase yellow? Let's do it. Hold on. Let's get some yellow flowers in place. Hold on. Oh, my boat plunges underwater. Alright, so... Yellow. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's gold. Yellow is the safety color. That's what we'll do. We'll make all of the stairs will be yellow. I'm mostly just gonna paint in zones, kind of for the most part. So we're gonna do like a bunch of red and black in the kitchen. Yeah, let's actually keep all of the paints on me if I can. And then that way we don't have to have a weird time trying to figure out colors. There we go. Well done. All of the staircases are going to be safety colored. That's excellent. All right, so let's do black as an accent. Oh, I didn't know I could paint this thing. This thing came red. It's a little screen that you can drop. Look at that for an accent color. That's really cool. My mom would be pleased. She's a huge fan of red and black in the kitchen. That's like her colors. And then hold on. There's a way to toggle single-sided. Look at that. So now when I do this. Oh, wait a minute. No, hold on. That should have only toggled. That should have only done one side. That side? Yeah, there we go. So now we can paint the walls inside here. Wow. Oh, I painted the one side of that. Wow. That is okay. We can probably paint the ceiling too. That's okay. Battle. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. So we got a little bit of heals. Let's find out. Let's go. Let's curse this one. We'll see if that means that these guys will have an easier time with it. Let's find out. Oh, this one's just gonna gun hard for there, hey? Yeah, you guys ran right past that one. That did not work out in their favor at all. The ranged enemies are definitely harder for our team. But if we can take down this guy... Is that a hard no? Then I think once we're focused here, maybe our archer can help. Koopa, you're kind of running the show. Oh, you and Saps are going to town. He's not taking a lot of your health. That's okay. And there's an alright chance that even if your tank dies, that Saps... Oh, look at that! Look at that. That is fantastic. That was Sap's archer and your tank. Koopa, you get 3 archer scrolls to level your archer. That's kind of amazing. This is also something that I get to control, for those who are paying attention if you're curious. And I can... Oh, currently not right now. But I can slide this up so I get more money, and apparently a bunch of captains do that. That's their prerogative. However, I'm super excited that people are willing to place units for me. That I can captain with them. These ones I usually take my archer into play. I do a lot of tank build and stuff, so I have an affinity for the build. That is awesome. My viewer account, like I am with most video games, I am support. I leveled up my healers and paladins and stuff like that. My captain account, I'm doing mostly tank. Oh, hold on. So that's pretty cool. I kind of like that you can do that in this game. You can choose to have a style. Oh, it's this side or that side? I bet you it's the way that they're placed. Hold on. It is. You can see at the very bottom, there's a bit of a way when I rotate this. Wow. Yeah. I almost want to take this one out and then put it back in. Sometimes I multi-class into tank on accident, especially Payday. I played a little bit of Payday. That is an interesting game. I was a bit floored by it. I played with people that knew the game really, really well. Oh, don't paint that. Hold on. I'm gonna paint my banking area nice blue. Oh, maybe. Yeah, Payday seemed like it was a dope game. I got utterly snowed because I was basically level 1. And the people that I was playing game with knew how to, like, even mess with the game, like, to get better things. They knew how to provoke events and stuff like that. So, like, I was just getting taken for a heck of a ride, and it was hilarious. It was really fun. Like, mostly... Oh, are they gonna show up in my thing? They really are, aren't they? Whoops. Because, like, mostly in this day and age, I don't really have the time to learn new games too well. So I appreciate if people are willing to be like, here's how you do the thing. So that was kind of fun. What am I missing? Let's do some more red flour. And then let's eat and drink stuff. No drumsticks. Alright. You worry about being too bossy when playing it? The group I was with suggested that if I wanted them to be, they could. They were like more than willing, like if they wanted, but like we were having fun. So like they kind of realized that they don't need to run the show too hard. And sometimes you direct traffic. I feel like that initially they sort of wanted to, but it's a fairly chill group. So for the most part, people just wanted to have a chill time, and I was cool with that. Okay, my forge area white. This is kind of fun. All white. I hate that. Need to get better about it. Well, it's something that you know. Personal working on things is neat. Checking yourself before you wreck yourself, you know. Oh, that's just the guy behind it. I can make my bench whatever I want. I'm gonna keep that just as is. Look at my awesomely multicolored raft. This is fantastic. Should we paint the inside of the bathroom anything cool? Can we? Oh, can you paint the signs? Oh, you can paint the background of the signs. To be honest, I like the green of the wall. Oh wait, hold on. What's a nice more neutral green? Those ones use a lot of white. Okay, that's a good one. Yellow, it's not for safety, but because it's piss color. That's actually kind of funny. No, I've got a nice green thing going on the sides there, so we'll do that, and then we'll go. Oh, there's like a mint green? No, let's do like dark green for some of the accents. There, that's not too bad. Yeah, I like the darker green floor. That's not bad. Oh, and then the door, hold on. That should be good. And then can we close? Yeah, there we go. Now that's the same color there. I don't mind these things being red. I'm not just sure if I want to change the color on that. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, can I do more gray? I should do gray from here as well. There. Safety pads. Safety pads. That's kind of cool. You can make the accent color a pink. Yeah. Actually, you know what we should do? Make it look like a watermelon. Oh, like in here? Something that we could do. Hold on, hold on. We need to go make a few more paints. Oh. That's an island. Did you know that's an island? Let's maybe weigh anchor and we'll hang out here for a little bit. Too funny. I love looking up and being like, oh yeah, we were sailing, weren't we? This is just Flower Island? Yeah, okay. That's cool. We might skip it. We've got a lot of flowers right now. I don't know why you can wall ride, but you can wall ride. Oh, we were kind of sailing. The wind direction is a little bit different than where we were going. Alright. Anchor. Up. And then let's go outward from the island. There we go. We'll go back to sailing. And then we're gonna make it look like a watermelon. I love that idea. Now you can't paint the bottom of a wall and the top of a wall as different, but that's okay. Let's turn the boat a whole lot. Watching the little flag. Perfect. Whoosh. And now we can get our flower making on. Ooh, which apparently we made a bunch of red paint. So here's what you can also do. With your color picker, we can pick the light green as primary. And then you can go secondary. And we can choose like a nice pink. And then check out the paintbrush. I think that's amazing. And then for more, we can choose one of these things. He's a color picker, a grinner, a lover, a sinner. Yeah, I'm running on the run. Oh, you can paint the frame. And the frame comes in 2 color. Like, oh boy. No, hold on. That's not bad. Why is it? Oh, that's all I'm allowed to paint that is stripey? Okay. Ooh. That's ugly. What do you think though? Do we like this one? That kinda. Now if we really want to. Oh. We can't paint the outside of this. Oh, that's delicious. You get plaid when you put it on that thing. That's kind of cool. The pattern only shows up on items. Or on not items. But then it just, okay, that's cool. I can paint the mug. I love this cosmetic effort they've done. But what I was thinking is that you'd be able to do pink on the inside with black, and then on the outside... Okay, I got an idea. Hold on. Regular walls. Yeah, okay, let's have some fun. Bit of an old punk here, but the plaid is gorgeous. The plaid is nice. We might be putting plaid up here. So let's come back to this guy. And I got a bit of a different idea. Our secondary color is going to be the dark green. And the primary color... Wait, hold on. Right, so primary color, let's do dark green. Secondary color, can we do like a nice super light green maybe? Oh, and then... What do you think? It's a little bit more pickle, so maybe let's try... Oh, that's not bad. So let's do that. Oh, and we don't have black. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna totally take the plaid here. Okay. And then when we go inside, we're gonna go, primary is gonna be pink, secondary will be black. Now, will that paint both sides of that? I think it will. I think it changes it fully. That's amazing. And then, let's see. Oh, that's interesting. So this is considered an object. That's really cool. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Like, dude, thank you so much for the idea. As soon as I saw that there was little speckled flowers when we were considering the idea of a watermelon bathroom, I'm like, hold on. So that's still green. Okay, that's just the rind on top. We're good. So here. Hold on a sec. How do I know which one I'm closing? Okay, that's good. And then let's go back to this pattern to do this side of it. Yes. Yes. And then I just close the curtains. And that's phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. For this reason... Hi there, Beryl. What's going on? You having a good night? We're just gonna paint that like all the way out just to let you know. And there we go. It's the best shitter on the raft. Nah, we won't worry about up there for now. That is super cool. That is super cool. Oh no, I don't want to do secondary. Hold on. Primary. How do I do unpatterned? Yeah, there we go. I want watermelon now. I have one. It's about this big. But I totally have a watermelon. Oh, I can't paint the brazier. And I can't paint the top of my shelf. Can I paint these guys? Oh, I really can. Can I paint the cons? No, okay. But yeah, it kind of muddies it though. I don't know if I like that. There's a lot we can paint. I'm floored by how much we can paint. Also, did I really do... Was that proper yellow that we painted? That's really that color, isn't it? That's super green to me. Nice, you have pretzels? Are they rolled gold? What kind of pretzels are we talking? Oh yeah, I don't have a secondary. Ooh, I like the two-tone stairs. Hanover Buffalo? Are you kidding? I have an open bag sitting in my kitchen right now. The Hanover Buffaloes are amazing. I have a really good technique to making sure you don't get buffalo on you. You literally tip the bag and shovel them straight in. Back before I started streaming and I was watching TV, I'd put away one of those a night. Okay, that's all my stuff. And then the boat, whoops, there goes my hook. Come here. Thank you. It's a little too easy to throw your stuff away in this game. Nope, I can't pick all that stuff up. It's too many things. Okay, yeah, the boat got colorful. I love it. This is hilarious, just kind of like floating on the ocean and painting my boat. Dare crack. Flashback to throwing diamond pickaxe into lava. Agreed. In this game, Q. Every other game, Q is your ultimate. In this game, it's toss your thing. Toss the awesome item you're currently holding. Don't worry about it. We're fine. But that's also Minecraft too, right? Another table. We should have peeps over. The raft is getting big. Oh, we're gonna die soon. Hold on. We gotta water ourselves here. Then we gotta go feed ourselves. Hold on. Gotta put salt water in the machine. Okay, my kitchen might be my favorite part. I like my kitchen. Okay. Stop it. Stop it. Just kill the bird. I also don't know how to tell it to unwind an arrow. I have no idea how to tell it to unwind an arrow. But there, that's some cool stuff. Like, we can paint this space. You know? We're gonna get to have some serious fun up here. Have you ever heard the machine story from Bert Kreischer? How he got mixed in with the Russian mafia? No. No, that sounds kind of crazy. How do you do that? How do you accidentally end up? Well, maybe it wasn't accidentally. Was it accidentally? I'm just reading into it now. Okay. What things can we make? I guess we can take... We don't have salmon right now though, do we? We have the right fish for this though? Eggs and milk, I think, is what I need here. Yeah, 1 egg, 1 milk, 2 fish. Cool. 2 fish, 1 egg. Bucket of milk. Let's cook some cool stuff. You take a trip to Russia, get escorts by the mafia, and immediately befriend them by drinking with them and telling them about classic American cinema. That sounds amazing. All for school. That sounds amazing. Yeah, that sounds like a really good project. That's awesome. That's super cool. No, I remember the true story of the skiing kids that crossed over accidentally into owned lands not by them. It did not work out very nice. So originally that was my first thought was, ooh, there's a dark version of that story. No room for any of this stuff. Let's go 6 seeds here. This should be okay. There. That should get us some crop. The watermelon bathroom. That is definitely the best shitter on the raft. Hardcore take that. Ooh, big box. Palm leaves, never mind. Okay. Let's put a couple of other things back. Pretty funny. I love how he starts every set of his comedy just by ripping off his shirt and doing it topless. Hey, you gotta have a gimmick. You gotta have a reason for people to remember you. That's a good one. That's amazing. Oh, we're like almost out of time here. Let's do some yellow flowers. Get lots of paint going. We'll figure out what we need to paint the rest of the raft as we go. My yellow and black chair, there we go. In my, like, safety zone. There we go. And it's only painting one side of these, so like... Hold on. So there. That looks okay. My raft is well done. Perfect. Another potato. That's exactly what we're after. Let's maybe go pick up my food. We ordered it. Fish stew, and then we'll start cooking the next one. That's beautiful. Clay, food items, craft another bunch of bowls. We gotta pick up some clay. Oh, jeebas, I didn't notice that. Well, everybody, I think this might be my end. We gotta get our shut-eye so we can do this another night. Like, as soon as I pick stuff up, I have to go and drop things off in the boxes. I don't have room for this while we're painting. While we're doing all the painting. So we'll go check out a little bit of battle, and then we're gonna go hit up the world of raid. And we'll see. We'll see what else we can do here. Let's get an exit. We'll get some of our frames back. My cam will look a little bit better. Oh, and Trex has joined too. That is excellent. Oh, with the Coco Jobro Barbarian. I haven't been to Coco in a bit. I think he's a day guy. I think he's a daytime streamer. For the most part. Let's go and see if there are people out in the world looking for some fun. We got some Hobbit, we got some Ruse. Never mind, Coco Jobro is currently playing some Spider-Man. That's not too bad. Oh, did you throw a flare on that? I didn't even catch that when you dropped it the first time. Somebody did that a while back when it was first available. I was floored. I love how well it works with my raid flag. That looks really, really well done. So one of my favorites that I like to jump in, because he's a right friendly individual, is our good buddy, Sarcastic Hobbit. Now, I know for a short while they had a good schedule going, and then things got borked, and then they could really only stream like one night a week. So it looks like Monday Warframe is back. Ninja Exoskeleton Parkour. So that's always lots of fun. I will run battle. Well, I guess we can chat for 2.5 minutes, right? Maybe that's what we'll do. Hold on. Let's just do a quick cancel on the raid. And we'll chit-chat for a little tiny bit, and then we'll run a final, and then we can go jump in on Hobbit. And see what's up. How much do you think we're gonna do here? What happens is that we have to go and hit eggs, and if we don't, then they hatch. So we really need to make sure that we get the 2 big eggs. And I think that's gonna be the best part. I think this person is gonna go, like, I think your warrior is gonna run north. You just kept being distracted. To be honest, I don't keep the sound running. There's a sound effect that plays when you're available to put a unit up. I never really have that going. I just try to remember as often as I can. It's funny because like I'll start off strong, and for like 2 whole battles, I'll have all 6 units nice and well placed, well thought out, and then I'll place a unit, forget for 3 hours. And I'm like, I bet you they saw my name come up a few times, like you can see here on the side. And then all of a sudden I was just gone. But like, you know, people go for groceries, they have a nap, they legit just navigate to a new website. I'll point out the app, both for desktop PC and for mobile, are pretty rad. I think they're very, very well built, which says a lot, because typically when a company starts off not mobile and adapts to mobile, they're crap. Twitch. However, the Stream Raiders team, I think their mobile app is pretty darn good. Oh, Keldon coming in hot. You always have fantastic skins. Oh, I saw the mailbox the other day. That is super cool. I like that. So yeah, like Stream Raiders is awesome. It's kind of a nice passive. Koopa, have you've played marbles on stream or seen that, right? Keldon, we're done. We are all done. I only ever stream from 10 until 12:30 Eastern. That's my official time slot, and it has been for pretty much 2 years. But we get to switch to daytime in a couple of months, and that will be hot. Yeah, Shady does a good job on the marbles. So there's a dungeon mode comes out tomorrow. That, holy crap, it comes out tomorrow. Maybe we do dungeons tomorrow. Yeah, look at that. The rogue goes up there. That's awesome. See, and then we get little buddy raptors. So as long as we can get to this Carnotaurus, we're probably doing okay. Yeah, we might rock some dungeons tomorrow if it's available. Dungeons are a map every 3 minutes. And you get to place a ton of units down. It's a lot faster. You actually play it a lot more like marbles. Whereas this was designed to be much more passive than Koopa, buddy, enjoy your $15. This was designed to be much more passive. It's okay, you got 60 dino coins to go for the 5 diamond. What the hell? That is not bad. Well, you guys pushed me over. I got my diamond 1 badge for captain. And I already had this skin, so that's pretty cool. But there we go. Primal Warbeast skin. You guys pushed me over that edge tonight, which is really good. Because 13 hours, 23 minutes, and then they're going to launch the Dungeons event again. Couldn't do much during the day because of work. Yeah, agreed. Like, I mean, as much as this is meant to be played in the background nice and passively and all that sort of goodness, it's also like a heck of a distraction, especially if you do have the sound going or you do pay attention to it every 5 minutes. And like when you've got your 3 or 4 captains up, you place your unit, and then you place your unit, you place your unit, and then in 4 and 45 seconds, you start placing units again because the first one becomes available, and you just kind of keep chaining that. And I've actually done this to the point that I kind of went, I'm gonna stop for a day or two. So I'm hoping that I don't burn other people out, and I hope I don't burn out myself. But so far, this has been a lot of fun. This has been really cool. So now, we're gonna go jump in on Hobbit. Well, let's make sure he's still there. Woo! Okay, good stuff. So yeah, there's an alright chance that we're gonna do a double raid bow with Sarcastic Hobbit. On occasion, I raid, and then Sarcastic Hobbit raids. Keldon, thanks for coming in, and thanks for helping us win that one game. We actually lost the first 3 games tonight, so we only won 2 out of our 5. So thanks for being here for one of the for one of our wins. This was an awesome night. Where's my raid screen? There it is. We got ourselves a nice little raid from Saps. That was awesome. Got up to an alright viewer count too, which was pretty cool. I like this. We've got a nice strong lurker community in here. It was a long time ago. A buddy of mine said that he literally puts his phone on his chest, lies down, and just kind of gaps out listening to me talk. I'm like, I love this. This is just so fun. So tomorrow we might do dungeons. We might do more Raft. I don't know. We might. I mean, we have a watermelon bathroom. Maybe we gotta go make a mango something. We'll see. Thanks again, guys. Thanks again. Let's go give some love over to Hobbit. Peace.